Fellow Uber Eats drivers, I'm so happy to share this routine that has drastically improved my job security when doing food delivery on Uber Eats. And I'm going to share this with you soon. I've got an overall big picture. It's a single thing that we're doing here, but there's two vital aspects to it. If you do one without the other, you're going to have limited success. So let me explain. Job security is so important. We want to be on the app earning money. If there's ever a time that something goes wrong and say we're deactivated, then we can't make any money. And then Uber Eats will be sad and we'll have to go find another app to make money on. So this is what I do now for Uber Eats and incidentally for the other apps as well. The overall big thing that you must do is document your deliveries. Why would I want to document my deliveries? Well, how do you prove that you did your job like you said you did? Uber Eats knows everything that we do. They can track our phones through GPS and the cell signal. We're in the app. They know what we're doing. They can see when we text and message the different customers. So why isn't that good enough? Here's a sad fact that I think you're going to be demoralized knowing. Eventually, the longer you work on Uber Eats, the more likely it is that you're going to get deactivated. And this could be your fault or not your fault. The end result is the same. You're kicked off the app and either it's temporary or permanent. And I don't wish this on anybody, but more on that in a little bit. So about the best thing that I figured out to protect our job security is to document all the deliveries. The first important aspect of this is screenshots. Screenshot every single piece of that customer's order, from the food or the package or the groceries, all the way down to any text messages that are sent between you and the customer. That way you're documenting everything. Here's a little known fact. If you get deactivated and you want to find out what happened, you have to have proof. Here's the thing though, when you're deactivated off the app, you're not going to be able to get in there and see what went wrong. You're not going to have any proof. And actually, when we're dropping off the food and going through the order, Uber Eats already has all this information. So if they really cared about drivers like you and I, they would just look in there for themselves and they wouldn't need to deactivate us. They could just see the pictures. They could see the order details and know that, yes, we did our job. But they don't do that. They put it on us because we're independent contractors. And just as an aside, Uber Eats only cares about the customer and their cut. If anything goes wrong with the order, it's always easy to blame the driver, make us go away, and a new Uber Eats driver will sign up and start delivering the orders. This is why it's so important for you to document all your deliveries, taking screenshots of everything. On your phone, you're going to have your own copy with all those pictures. So when Uber Eats lets you appeal, they're going to ask you for proof. And if you don't have any, well, what are you going to do? Just say, well, I did my job, but I don't have any proof. No. So screenshot everything. Good job having all the screenshots. Here's the second vital piece. You need to have your own pictures when you drop off the food or the package or the groceries. This way you have your own copy. Just using your cell phone's camera is great, but here's a screenshot of an app that I really like. It is free, or you can pay the $5 to take off the ads. It's the timestamp camera app. And there are some lookalikes out there, so be careful and pick the right one. What I really like about this app, it puts the GPS, location, date, and time, and the street address. So you have proof built into every picture. I got deactivated one time and it was frustrating. I had to go scroll through all my pictures, and this is how I discovered the timestamp camera app. It made finding whatever that particular issue was when you get deactivated much easier than going through a whole day or two's worth of footage. So this will save you an immense amount of time, and then you can provide proof that you did your job. So I've already got the timestamp camera brought up on this phone, and I'll do a screenshot and show you this as well. So you can see right here our location, and actually during the summer in this spot there's a guy who plays the drums really loud, and everybody driving by here headed to the beach can listen to him. I don't know his name, but I'm sure he'll be back this summer. So you can see right here it shows our location, the date, and the time. When you do a screenshot of this, that. I'll put that up right here. That way there's proof. I'm in this location at this day and time, and there's GPS location. So this is something that easily will help Uber Eats figure out if you were where you were supposed to be at the right drop-off location. And that way you can defend yourself against a false accusation by a customer, because it does happen. As a bonus, I recommend also using a body camera. There's a few, and they're very inexpensive, and that's live video, and that's helpful because it shows you walking through the property, and of course, for your own personal safety, it documents what goes on, and it can deter poor customer behavior. Should they see that camera, they're gonna mind their manners a little bit more. So pretty much between the video and then the screenshots on your phone and using that timestamp camera app, this is the best way to set yourself up for success, maintaining your own job security. Because let me tell you, it's so frustrating if you're kicked out of the app and in that moment of turmoil, you have no idea what's going on. And then it's a nightmare to try to guess and go back and figure out what happened. Wouldn't you like to know the process should you actually get deactivated off Uber Eats? And hopefully that'll never happen. Well, I have great news for you. I've made a video covering this in depth, showing you the entire process, how to appeal, and any recourse should that not work out. So watch that video next, and I'll see you there.